What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Iced Up Gaming, and today I'm going to be giving you my Discordia guide. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to keep up with any future content, I'll be leaving the link to my Discord and to my Twitch in the description below. Now, before we really get into how this character's kit works, I'm going to go ahead and give you her best build and how to build her. So, Discordia is the best poking mage in the game. Nobody else can come too close to her with pokes. And we're going to be going over that in a moment, but first let's go ahead and go over her best build. Now, me personally, if you've watched my other videos, I'm a big advocate for getting Chronos Pendant on first. Reason being, if you get Mage's Blessing, you get Chronos Pendant, and you get Shoes of Focus, by the time you max out your Mage's Blessing, you will have a max CDR from the start of the game. In the first 10 minutes of the game, you'll have max CDR, which is extremely strong. However, if you don't want to go this start, and you'd rather get pen first, a good pen item to go first would either be Spear the Magus, or if you're going to get somebody with a lot of cooldowns, or a lot of healing rather, go Divine Ruin. Both of these cards you're going to want to get depending on the situation. However, more often than not, you're going to be building Spear the Magus because it gives more power and 10 pen, while also making them take more damage from all forces. So, after you get one of these items on, Shoes of Focus is going to be your go-to for boots until you can get the Speed Potion. We're going to be going over what to replace these with, but let's go ahead and keep going. You're going to want Spear the Magus. Soul Gem is really good on her, because she can essentially hit you with 4 abilities in the span of like 10 seconds. So Soul Gem will give her healing proc, it'll give her cooldowns, while giving her a little bit of extra health and giving her lifesteal. So this card is really, really strong on her. Soul Reaver is really good, because like I mentioned earlier, she can hit you with plenty of abilities, so getting a Soul Reaver is really nice. Ratatouille basically gives her more one-shot potential with her 2-1 combo. Obviously, like I said before, you're going to want a Divine Ruin if you get into the situations where you need a lot of anti-heal. Do More is also a really good item because she does clear waves very, very fast, so her getting the extra bit of movement speed is always welcome. Also, if you're looking for another pen, another pen item, Spear Desolation is really good. Again, it gives her the other 10% cooldown she needs, so she can have 40% once she gets rid of boots and the Mage's Blessing, and it resets and it reduces the cooldown of her abilities by another 2 seconds, so she has more spam capability. So this is also a very good card on her. And then, finally, another good card would be a... Where is it? Staff of Meridian. Now, a lot of people don't like this card. I personally love this card, because who can not like 110 magical power, 10% pen, and then an extra 10% cooldown reduction? And then, if you hit your ultimate ability, after casting, you can throw another ability twice. So, let's say you hit... Let me go ahead and just show you what that would look like. So if you have Staff of Meridian on, and especially with the Discordia, if you hit your ult, you can root twice. Who doesn't like double roots? And that's a lot of damage. Even though the second one will do less damage, that's still a lot of damage that they have to hold with a lot of CC. So Staff of Meridian is honestly a very strong card. So, now that we got this character's build up the way, let's go ahead and discuss how her abilities work and how her passive works. Now, her passive is known as Contest of Gods. Basically what this does is that whoever is top damage on your team will get an extra bit of power. 5 if you're physical and 10 if you're magical, plus an extra 3 or 2 per your level. So if Discordia is level 20 and you're magical, you will get an extra 70, an extra 80 power just from Discordia passive alone. So Discordia can hit belligerently hard if she has her passive low. Next, we're going to be talking about her first ability, Unruly Magic. What this does is that you shoot a projectile in this direction, right? And then after it hits its destination, it'll pop up and then send 6 small projectiles out that will bounce off of walls. The small projectiles do damage. That's not a lot, but it can get the job done. But the ability itself does a hefty amount of damage at 275 max rank with the smaller orbs doing 60 per. So that's a lot. That's honestly what, about 355 damage you have to eat just from her first ability, and that's just from one getting hit by one of the orbs. So that's a lot of damage. Up next, we're going to be talking about Strife, her AoE. Now, her AoE is where things get really, really interesting. Essentially, it is a root, right? An AoE root that if it hits one person, all it do is root, but if it hits two or more, those people will start to attack each other. And when they attack each other, they'll do their own damage towards each other, right? And they'll all drag towards the center of the root. This does work on minions. So if you hit the back wave of minions, the minions will actually start to fight each other. And if it's a minion and an enemy god, the minion will actually start fighting the god as well. So she has really good clear with just this ability, with both of these abilities here. Now the move that makes Discordia really annoying and makes her one of the best poking mages is Erratic Behavior, her third ability. Basically, she'll leap a short distance. This move can go through walls, as you can see. But while she is in this, the cooldowns on her first and second ability will actually reduce. At max rank, per tick, she will get 1.5 seconds of cooldown removed from her first and second ability. And her first and second ability are already on a 7.2 second cooldown and a 9 second cooldown with max CDR. So she can poke a lot and get a lot done. So she can essentially do this. She can hit her combo, go into her little field here, wait a couple seconds, and she'll have it back. And with how hard she hits, you will essentially be dead by the time that combo is over. And then by the time you're dead, her cooldowns will be back again. And then she can go right back into this run move. And what's amazing about this run move is that it's on a 9-second cooldown with max CDR. So there's a lot to deal with this character. Finally, we're going to be talking about Apple of Discord. Basically what it does is she'll throw her giant apple. While they are under the effect of the apple, they are crippled, right? And they have kind of a tremble on them, so they can't really move in a straight line. Also, it has an AoE. If another enemy stands the AoE on top of the original target, they'll actually take the ult damage themselves as well. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So, as you can see, the AoE. So as you can see, the AoE from the original target spread to everybody else in the area, and when they actually also take that damage and the cripple, while also taking the detonation damage as well. So that's a lot of damage they're forced to take if everybody stands near Discordia. Her ult can honestly be contested for one of the hardest hitting ults in the game. Up next, we're going to be talking about Discordia's game plan, and her game plan is really simple. Poke the enemy god with her 2, and then hit the wave with her 1. And if there's no wave to poke, just hit the god with the 1-2 combo. That's literally, or the 2-1 combo. That's literally it. All you would do, and then you would run away. That is it. She hits extremely, extremely hard. She can essentially one-shot somebody with just this combo alone. But if she needs her cooldowns again, teleport to a safer location, preferably behind enemy teams so they don't focus you, and hit them with the 1-2 combo again. Now, something I forgot to mention with Erratic Behavior is that while she's in her little circle, she's also stealth. Now, while the circle isn't really that big, it can cause people to miss, since as long as she doesn't attack and doesn't get hit, she will stay invisible. So that gives her a lot for her game plan herself. Also, how you will want to use your ult. Yes, you can use it to kill confirm. However, what you want to be doing is hitting your root in a team fight and then throwing your ult at them. That's what you really want to be doing. That way, you get as much DPS as possible in a team fight, and then start throwing your kit. Finally, we're going to be talking about Discordia's leveling path when it comes to her abilities. So at level 1, you're going to get your first ability. This has the most clear out of your first and second ability, plus it's on a shorter cooldown than your second ability, so you can spam it a lot more. After that, you're going to be going into your second ability, and then you're going to get your third ability. Right? As you're leveling, it's mostly up to you whether or not you want to level up your second ability or your first ability on Discordia. However, your first ability will clear better more often than not, even though your second ability will do more damage in essence. However, getting your first ability basically ensures that you clear extremely safely. Now, as you level, you're going to be putting abilities mostly into your first and second ability before your third. Let me go ahead and show you. So once you do get your ultimate, you're going to be leveling up your first ability first, and then you're going to want to level up your second ability. After you level your second ability, put points into your ultimate as you go, and then finally level up your third ability. Now, yes, having the decreased cooldowns per tick on your third ability is really nice. However, if you go My Start, you're going to have max CDR anyway, so you're not really going to be scrambling for cooldowns, and you're mostly going to be using this to run away. And that's about it for Discordia. Now, I will be honest, I didn't think she was really that strong a couple months, or about a year ago. I really didn't think of a point to use her. But now, with the new season and how well she's doing and how strong she's become, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Honestly, she's probably one of the best, if not the best, mage in the game at the moment. So I wanted to go ahead and make a guide on her. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any other questions or have any if you have any other tips for this character that you want to let other people know, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll catch you.